So a little ballasting and a little bit of scenery work at the rear. Some lines on the road crossing, and a little bit of ground. That section there, the rails there are loose because they will need to hook up to the rails on the existing layout, so I need room for them to move to be able to connect them. So they're still loose, so I won't be doing anything with that. But this is fixed, and started a little bit of ballasting on this side, so I don't have to do all that in the corner later. Now the activity will be to add the crossing details, crossing lights, and crossing gates, and hook those up to the drives, test them, and then complete the back scene. So still quite a way to go on this piece. I've speeded up this part of the build after checking the crossing. Here I'm just laying the roadbed, which will complete later once the module is installed. I'm just laying the roadbed at the moment, and then just fill up the cracks, the joins between the roadbed. Then we'll sand that down a little and paint the roadbed the basic asphalt grey colour. The rest of the roads will be fairly easy to reach from the side once the module's installed, so I'm only doing the parts in the far corner that will be difficult to reach. To be honest, this module is a lot more required than perhaps I originally thought. There's quite a lot of wiring to be done underneath, which we'll see a little later. Not even to mention the servo drives that I need to put in place to operate the gates and lights. And I still have to do quite a bit of work to get the back scenes fitted together. But here I'm measuring up and starting to install the catenary, the overhead wires. Basically you need to start near turnout junctions, because that's where the overhead wires start to split. So they're the points that need a mast, really, at the point where the wires split into two directions. The way I usually work the overhead is I build the scenery first, complete that, and then cut away what's necessary to install the masts. That gives it a more built look, and then when the mast's in place, just adds a little bit of ground cover around the mast. But that gives it the best look, rather than putting in the masts first and then trying to build the scenery up around the masts. So, anyway, that's the way I do it. Just need to keep cutting away so that the masts are reasonably straight up and down. And of course keep the shop vac available at all times to vacuum up all the dust and dirt you create as you cut holes in the scenery. Here I'm just testing with a little switching lock, electric switching lock with a pantograph. I'm just testing the wires beforehand, just checking that the wires are roughly in the middle of the pantograph, that the pantograph doesn't jump off the wires as a locomotive runs underneath. And the far corner there, putting in all the pieces that I can, because that is a far corner which will be difficult to reach. Right, this should be fun. I'm going to do a first test fit before I do all the wiring under the module. And let's see what I need to vacuum first. So we're going to have to join the rails up. Let's sit in place for the moment. So. The underside of the corner module. And here I need to add 4 turnout motors, point motors. And here I'm bringing the wires to the front. Put 4 point motors, and they will okay, I've got 1 point motor mounted, 12 volt supply, but I'll use 16 normally for a bit more power. So this should work. There we go, 1 way. So. Here's the completion of the wiring for the 4 turnout motors. There's a decoder there which sends a short pulse to the relays, which then give a continuous current to the servo point motors, so they can go backwards and forwards. So, decoder, relays, servo drives for the motor. call and return, and I'll need a 16 volt power supply to operate it all. So we'll give it a test later, but this is the wiring underneath the